Hi everybody, it's time for an analysis of the Kingdom Hearts 3 Big Hero 6 trailer. I just put up my reaction to the trailer itself, which was pretty damn good, but I'm excited to really dig into this and actually see everything and read everything from the subs, because I always end up missing that, unless the thing is dubbed, and this time, because this is a Japan trailer, it was not. We're going to go with this frame by YouTube, because that's a little bit easier for me. Mostly because you got those keyboard controls to do that. So, to start off, new Heartless, we got these flying pink dudes with little blade wings, which look really cool. Checking that out. We have our general look, which means no superhero outfit. Number 2, Goofy is still pissed! That is still happening. They keep doing it. They keep doing that, and it's hilarious. So we're going at it, and we have a good look at the character Go-Go. I have not seen Big Hero 6, as a reminder from the last video. We get a look at the Keyblade here. I believe we get a better look when we do the transformation. It looks cool. It's like a big, thick, like, toy-style Keyblade. And I'm excited for that. I'm thinking it might be guard form, though I didn't look at the outfit yet. And coming up, we got some scenes of, like, Big Hero 6 being shown off. And overall, I think they did a good job here. Sora isn't too expressive. I think there might be a little bit more they could do with that. But this is clearly not done yet. But good lord, some of these scenes look incredibly dynamic. I'm a big fan of them. Now, something that throws me off here is that Sora busts out the Keyblade from Toy Story. So I feel like, could this be an earlier world? Could this be like mid-game? But I'm thinking that that doesn't really matter. And I was remembering that, oh yeah, you can switch Keyblades, and some people are thinking the Keyblades might level up too, so I don't think that's necessarily a hint toward anything. This will likely be the last world alongside, in the same way that Pride Lands was for KH2, though hopefully a little less rushed and barren. We get a scene with Randall from Monsters, Inc., but more importantly, because they're not going to get Steve Buscemi to do them. More importantly, Marluxia's Nobody type is here, which is this cool-ass thing with the scythe, and whew, this design is strong. I'm a big fan of it, just a floating enemy type that, like, swipes at them. We've seen this thing for, like, 3 years now, but this is the first time we're getting a close-up of it. We've always seen it very small to distance, obscured by the cool rose petal, cherry blossom effect that they generate. So we get some actual voice dialogue here, between what's his name, Flynn? I don't know. I haven't seen Tangled either. I got a lot of movies to watch later. Is that Space Cat? That might be Space Cat. And then there's some here like Galaxy. I think that's just Galaxy Toys. Most importantly, though, Verum Rex, and it looks like it's got a weird, like, anime sword. Play Plus, so I guess this is just, like, Play Arts Kai Wait, no, that's a Square Enix on it. That is the most Play Arts Kai reference they could have put on there, which I think is pretty good. Apparently, that's $60. That's, like, a $60 thing. Sora's like, I'm mad because Xehanort's here. Which one is the young one? He's like, I gotta observe all the stuff because, you know, I'm a villain. I'm hoping they do a bit more. I'm hoping he doesn't just pop up, summon a boss, and leave. He'll probably do that, though. It's an early world. I'm not expecting anything too huge, but, you know. So long as some of them are making active attempts to do things in worlds, I'm cool, which I'm thinking Larxene and Luxor will fit that mold. Alright, so this is the Transformation Nano Arms, which I think is pretty good. It's got the little Baymax head in it, and overall the design here, in love with the lights that they put on strips all over the menu here. Baymax seems to be your only party member, if I had to guess, and we get a look at the Keyblade here, which looks good. You got little engines, it looks like. Nice guard. It's definitely on the thicker side. And then you have jutting out a bunch of different, like, blades. You know, it kind of looks like if you got a bunch of keys together and you put some in different directions, it kind of looks like that. we'll go frame by frame here. And alright, so it looks like this is a bit yellowish, so I'm guessing this is guard form, which is more focused on defensive play. So I think that's what this one fits. It makes sense. The only other one of this type we've seen is Hercules Keyblade, so we're going to have to see some of those soon. And this key then turns into something that would be a bit more at home with Ventus, with his whole Keyblade glider. And then we just go in. It slowly turns into the weapon, and it looks like this is just opening up to have even more of the blade exposed. It kind of reminds me of like the Monado opening or the Aegis opening up in the Xenoblade games, and that looks cool. So moving on, we have this, and ooh, this has to be a boss because this is a big, heavy-looking Heartless. Love these eyes. I've always loved that type of eye, along with the beady ones that just make them look crazy. Heartless emblem here, weapon with eyes on it, just full of personality. This is an abandoned city, like the bridge. You can see some cool mountains here. This thing has more health bars than Xemnas did, because Osaka team are insane. But we can go through a little bit of the footage here. And it looks like the combat is somewhat similar to the hammer with that, but this finisher looks to be a big pixel blast. Or, you know, nano, they're calling it nano stuff. And it has really good knockback. I'm a big fan of the knockback going on in this game. So now we have on top of a building, and we have a battle against another new Heartless, this big dude, and a soldier. And all of this looks pretty good. Specifically, this thing has claws. It's more of a knight. Yeah, it's definitely... That's like a super... It kind of looks like we've tried to make the soldier only huge, in a way. And I think that's cool. The effect on hit sparks is really good. Like, this is really good. Oh, man. And this is the combo. So that's just what your normal combo finisher looks like. I'm a big fan of the visual flair that is applied to... Oh my god! Look at this magic bar. This is endgame. Look how big that magic bar is. That's fucking nuts. Also, something I didn't notice is Sora has a visor here. Did he have it in the He did not! Okay. So that can tell us one thing. This has to be, like, early in the world. And this has to be later. And I believe the visor was shown earlier in one of the Big Hero 6 cutscenes. If I could go back and look at it. Yeah, it's right here. So it looks like once you are a bit more established, they give you something that will likely power you up, so that you're ready to help fight with them. So let's get near the next sequence, which is here in the night area. And we're running around. This looks really, really nice and detailed. No map prevalent. Because, of course, this is likely the last world, so they're definitely still working on touching this up. But so far, it looks really good. Got a bunch of situation commands I can't read. There are a bunch of people running in the background. Baymax still in your party. And is that just a regular shadow? No, it is... Yeah, it's a Neo shadow. There's some... Over here, there's some sort of triangle command you can do. Which I think might be slide under the car or something. There was like a slide move in the Monsters, Inc. portion of the Frozen trailer, so something like that maybe. And this is Shoot Lock. We can play this. Okay, so that, oh my lord. I'm getting excited for the next section. This is some sort of shooting out nanotechnology in a cluster. And I think that's good. The more visually distinct everything is, the more excited I get, and that looks really cool. It's a cool effect that seems to be like an expansion of some of the stuff Ralph does, the Wreck-It Ralph summon, with the like little pixel effect they got going on. So, super satisfied with that. Moving on to one of the main courses here. Oh my Christ! So, it was my understanding that gummy ships do not have traditional build-it sections anymore, and instead you just, like, pick one. And that makes sense, and already here you can see the influences of old gummy ship stuff, like the classic cockpit look, all the blocks are assembled, but you can really tell the detail with the gun barrels being triangles, circles, and stars, and double boxes. This one looks good. The one I want to specifically shout out is this right here. This right here is an Einhander from the game Einhander, which was a PlayStation 1 game, came out in, I believe, 1998. And was really good. It was a really good, like, 3D Gradius style shooter, and it was made by Osaka Team back then, and now they work on Kingdom Hearts, and the specific director and people who worked on that game usually did UI and menu stuff for the KH series are working directly on the Gummy Ship section. So seeing a direct reference to it is heartwarming, and I'm excited to see how good the Gummy stuff really is. We also have different other Gummy blueprint types. We got this Heartless on a candy train. We got a Moogle. We got a Bomb. We got Ultros. And we got this. So, moving in, let's have a look here. There's a lot to unpack. There's level. Now, I don't know if that's like a metal level when you're going through a stage or not, because this looks like this might be exploration. Because we got full 3D view, because we got a map that shows where Heartless are. We got something here for whatever this is. Your current, your weapon energy. It seems to be some sort of a shield. A status menu. We also have boost inherently, which is nice. And let's let this play a little bit. And looking at this, our boost hasn't been exhausted, but we're going pretty quickly. Alright, now hold on. It was skipping slightly, so I need to look through this again. Alright, so look at this. This is nuts. What is this constellation, actually? That's... Oh, that's just in the background. I thought it might have been a UI element. We're just speeding along here. Alright, now... Notice that all through here, it was exploration. This is what a battle stage looks like, because it has a score and a letter grade. A number of Heartless you've defeated, a time, and a number of Heartless defeated being 0, but you're fighting this thing clearly shows. Alright, you're gonna have boss stages, which is really cool. And that thing just looks really, really dynamic and awesome looking. And then this is exploration. Like you're going through an asteroid field. You have a different weapon type. You can go, there's plenty of blips on the map. That's really nice. And then here's another battle stage properly, which is a giant base and enemies are coming out of it. You know, Star Fox just tries to recreate the same game every time, only worse. Gummy ships have constantly been on a climb of making them better. And I'm a big fan of that. So this is really good. I think this is the last Gummy section, though. Alright, so we have Xemnas and we have Vanitas here. So we're gonna go through the dialogue and read through it a bit here. Only when your hopes have been broken by battle upon battle can the key to Kingdom Hearts be claimed, and then they cut. Let's go through each shot and try to build what's going on here. First, given the rocky terrain, I can only assume this might be the Keyblade Graveyard. Because I don't know when else they're going to see all of these characters, because you'll likely meet Vanitas for the first time in the Monsters, Inc. world. So he begins like cutting to different stuff as he's like talking about here the evil plans, that kind of thing. So they cut back to the chess game, which the chess game is a bit more obvious in what it's showing here. So we remember in the 2015 trailer, we attributed many of the pieces to characters in the game, like Sora would be the crown, and the golden would represent villains. So the moon would be Cyax, and the gear would be Vanitas, because it looks just like his logo. And then this right here is probably Larxene's daggers. And there's likely ones up there that reference other stuff. The time would be young Xehanort. The dice are likely going to be Luxord. Don't know what the star could be. And then these three here could possibly be Master Xehanort, Xemnas, and Seeker of Darkness. So we'll still have to see. People can always speculate about this kind of crap all day. But the interesting piece of visual imagery here, all these lights over here are not doing too good. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces being captured. So trying to imply that things aren't going too well. It fades here to another scene between just a quick crossfade of it, of just Mickey and Riku in the Realm of Darkness likely a playable section. This was the most striking of the images I saw, because it is a recreation of the announcement trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. And you think, okay, cool. That means quite a bit, because that means that Aqua no longer has the, I think it's the Master's Defender. She no longer has Ericus's Keyblade. Not only does that open up the idea of, I guess, that new magic Keyblade that they picked up is hers, possibly, but most importantly, that means Sora himself can go and wake up Ventus. He can go into Castle Oblivion and do that without her, which I think is an interesting aspect to this. This could happen this can't even happen at the beginning of the game either, because Sora has his modern clothes. So that really adds to the intrigue here. Another scene, they just flash some scenes of the other characters, so we get Luxord here, we get Larxene here. They're continuing to build off the we gotta get Roxas back by showing off the 2 photos, so they're obviously going to be talking about the differences between Twilight Town and Data Twilight Town. A really good background city shot along with Seeker of Darkness. Ansem. This is that same city. So it looks like there's going to be a scene between maybe these two are talking to each other. So it's good to see more of that. And now hold on. Why is this being obscure? That's just one shot. That is one shot. Alright, so since it's a cloak and it's a different set of hair here, maybe that we're meant to guess who this is. It looks like Aqua is my first guess. It's because there's a bit of a bluish hue to the hair. So I think this might be later on in the game when she's a bit more on the, hey, she's fully assimilated into the group. We gave her the outfit. This really makes me think that it's her. So I did not catch this before, so that's neat. Alright guys, I'm recording this after my analysis and clipping it in here since this is the relevant scene. I don't think this is Aqua anymore, because I was thinking about it and went, why would they give her a brand new looking dark version of her outfit just to give her a new cloak? And I'm like, well, what other female character? Oh, it's Xion. This has to be Xion from Days coming back. It makes a lot of sense. Shorter hair. I feel like this would be a nice fit, so I'm just going to hedge my bets and saying she's going to come back, but she's going to be on the antagonist side, and I think that would be a really cool twist, so going to run with that possibility on here. And here we have this area right here, which is Vanitas next to some jewel things here. What is this area? I don't know what this area could be if we've seen it before. My first instinct was maybe that this is Olympus Coliseum and they just updated the way the swords clashing look. Or it could be Land of Departure, who knows, maybe that's what that area looks like. Alright, this has to be near Endgame, because this looks like this might be the Keyblade Graveyard, because it's a wasteland. Michael Mouse is on the right side there, alongside Donald. And this is the last scene, so let's kind of go frame by frame looking at it. Yeah, they've completely changed her look, and we got a much better detail of it, where it's all dark. She clearly has been through a couple of fights before becoming part of the 13 Xehanorts, and it's all tattered here, all ripped up, and looks really good. And it's just, you know, only through you fighting us will Kingdom Hearts be revealed, and all that other nonsense. But overall, that was really good. I think that as a trailer, this was stupendous for those who are really into the game, and also because I feel like it's the most approachable for people who do not give a shit about some of the plot stuff, because it goes by it really quickly and doesn't expect you to know everything. It's a bit more cryptic in terms of that kind of stuff. But overall, the Big Hero 6 scenes look good. I don't have too many complaints there at all. The new enemy types look good. The new Keyblade transformation looks great. Everything about the game is just coming together. And seeing some possibly endgame scenes being teased there has me really excited for where this goes. I'd say the standout best moment, though, is the Gummy Ship stuff. Fucking fantastic looking. adore it. Adore it. They really nailed this new gameplay type, and I'm very excited to see more of it. But yeah, really excited to see more. This has been my little analysis of the KH3 trailer, and we'll have to see where this stuff goes, guys. Hopefully, in 10 days, we will see even more from KH3. Actually, I'm gonna edit one little bit to this video to let you guys know that the full version of this trailer will be released on September 18th, ahead of Tokyo Game Show. Because, again, this was less than 90 seconds of new footage, and it was just confirmed that that's what's happening. So expect a new reaction in fucking, like, barely over a week. And I'm gonna be screaming, I'm a gag, and then we'll give it a good analyze. A good analyze? Whatever. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you later. Goodbye.